Good morning. I wanted to share an amazing experience that my wife and I had recently on a recent trip to the Holy Land. We went to Israel for two weddings, incredible experience. We were actually in Israel just for 3 days, two weddings in 2 nights. And when we were getting close to approaching Israel, about 30 minutes, somewhere over the Mediterranean, the flight attendant comes over to us and she's like, "Sorry to tell you, but your bags never made it from Miami to Israel. They're still in Miami." Apparently, we had booked some kind of arrangement with American Airlines. We flew American on a red-eye flight overnight, and then the bags we checked in Denver were meant to just meet us in Israel. Somehow with El Al, there's security concerns, and they have to, clear security, and our bags didn't make it. So we were told to just go straight past the baggage claim and go to the El Al ticket office. So we do, and the guy gives us a phone number. He says, "Call this number in an hour, and you'll see what they can do for you." Because the problem is that I was officiating a wedding that night, and all I had was my dirty, sweaty polo shirt on my back. That was it. That and some dirty pants I was wearing. And obviously, I didn't really want to officiate a wedding in that. So I call El Al, and they're like, "You know what? We're going to give you a certain amount of money, not a crazy amount, but a decent amount of money to go shopping so you have clothes to wear for these weddings." So sure enough, we're like, "Okay, great." So my wife and I, we go into Jerusalem and we spend about 2 hours just shopping up a storm, all kinds of clothes that we're going to need for the next day or two. And not 30 seconds after finishing our final shopping, what happened? I get a phone call that our bags are actually waiting for us at the hotel. Can I come claim them right away? Turns out there's some kind of mistake, and the bags actually made the flight, and they were waiting for me at the hotel. So what happened is that, I could have, been very upset and very bitter and really just mad about everything. That would be an understandable emotion to feel or way to react to such an annoying situation. But we understood that whatever happens, it's because God wants it to happen, even if we don't always understand it. And so in the end, when we look back, the following happened. Instead of having to wait in line to claim our bags, we were able to skip that part. Instead of having to schlep our bags through the train system leading to Jerusalem and to Modi'in, where we went before Jerusalem, we didn't have to schlep bags with us. It was just the backpacks we were wearing. And on top of that, El Al basically gave us a free shopping spree to get some new clothes. I got a nice white shirt out of the deal. I got a nice polo shirt, some other goodies. And honestly, the best part is that El Al gave us a dock kit, which included some gnarly El Al pajamas. So when we're looking back, it all really worked out quite beautifully. And I think that this is almost like an only in Israel kind of experience. Things happen in Israel that, doesn't happen in other places. You often were exposed to the goodness behind things more so in Israel than anywhere else. And this happened to us. The same thing happened, honestly. We were hoping to, my wife and I, that is, we're hoping to sit with each other, obviously, on the flight, the transatlantic flight, 12 hours from Miami to Tel Aviv. We're very excited. We don't get to talk much, thank God, with many children. We don't really get to communicate that much. We don't get to speak that much. They go to bed now after me. So we're very excited for every aspect of our trip, including the flight, where we could actually just talk and be together, just talk to each other. And sure enough, we get to Miami and they're like, "Sorry, you each get a middle seat, but at least you're one person behind the other person." So I was like, okay, that's nice, because now at least, I can lean back and, my wife probably won't get too upset at me, or vice versa. But it was pretty annoying. It was not ideal. We weren't so excited about this. And again, we could have kicked and screamed and been all upset and lost our tempers. But we understood there's nothing really left to be done. So we were resigned to our fate that we're just not going to sit together. We're going to be one row apart from each other. And sure enough, inexplicably, I forgot how to say that word, but unexplainably, when my wife goes to sit down in her seat, there's a gentleman sitting in her middle seat. Apparently the guy got confused. He thought it was his seat. She's like, I think that's my seat. He's like, I'm happy to sit here in the middle seat because I really don't like getting up throughout the flight when people go to the bathroom. So you take the aisle. And we realized, wait a minute, there's a guy next to me sitting in an aisle. Maybe he would be willing to trade with my wife, Sarah, and her aisle seat. Like, what's the difference to him? An aisle is an aisle. So sure enough, he goes ahead and he switches with Sarah, and I'm now able to sit next to her for the whole flight. And not only that, but the guy who had the window seat next to me, he was actually moved to a different seat, giving us the entire row to ourselves. What's the lesson of all this? I think the lesson is that many times in life, things don't appear to work out how we'd want it to work out. We could be really upset, we could be mad, we could be annoyed, but it doesn't usually pay off to react that way. Just let things unfold, and many times it'll work out quite nicely as it did in our case. So hopefully maybe that's a lesson we can take with us as we approach these hot summer months, these long days, and we wish you a beautiful month ahead and a beautiful day.